There's a lot moving through the body right now. There's an enormous amount moving through the planetary body and through our individual bodies. This can be felt in so many ways, right? Whether it's physical, emotional, mentally. Physical purges, flu-like symptoms, viral symptoms, aches, pains. Mentally, we could be revisiting a lot of old identities, old ways of being, old ways that we think about ourselves and our lives, old patterns. Emotionally, we could be feeling some inner child stuff, okay, some stubbornness, resistance towards stuff that we, seeds that we have planted, things that we know that we desire and that we've asked for. And then we can feel things changing and coming in, and there's like an emotional resistance to that. For some, it may even be like a spiritual resistance where it's like, do you know what? Things are getting too tough on this path. I think I'm just going to stop still. So there's various different layers. And whatever purge is happening, whatever resistance is happening, recognizing that that's what it is. There's a message today really to acknowledge and accept and just be good with what is, and know that you're exactly where you need to be. And also to really be mindful of the words that you spell over your life. Say for example with the physical, I think the physical can be really the most convincing in a way. If we don't feel well, if we feel flu-like, a virus, it can trigger a lot of stuff. It can trigger a lot of thought patterns, a lot of fear-based thought patterns. Be really mindful of the words that you speak to yourself. Speak health, vitality into your body. Speak love into your body. Be careful what you're telling yourself on repeat, and you'll find that it moves through the body much, much faster. Speak the word of God over your life and watch things change. Don't get stuck in a story. It's really what the message is today. Watch your stories. Because the stories of old are so ingrained in our body, in our psyche. And a lot of the time, a lot of you have already shifted your consciousness. So you've already done it essentially, okay? A lot of things that we've been working towards, been diligently practicing, been devoted to, been manifesting, been calling in, been working on, the vibration of it is actually already here. It's already present. But our body, the flesh, the body, the memory in that sense, in that way, is of the past. It's old. So the body will throw up all of these feelings, these sensations, these aches, these pains, these I can'ts in some way. If our body is very achy and constantly tired, and it's almost giving us a feeling of I can't. It's giving us a limitation somewhere. And how we respond to that, it's all down to how we respond to that, really. There's a number of things that we can do to move through these sensations. If we don't attach a meaning to them, we can literally just move them through the body, tell ourselves a different story, and then change it. Change the script, change the narrative. We've got to be, one, very present to do that. Two, faith, have faith in what we're doing, anchored in the new direction, the new architecture, the new creation, the new identity. Got to be really anchored in that, because a lot of the past is very convincing. It's like the media, isn't it? And all the distractions and overlays, distortions that are everywhere, literally everywhere. A multi-layered, overlaid reality of distortion, falsity. It's literally vying for our attention from every direction. 555. So that is all as it's meant to be. Because what it's doing, if it was going to be easy for us, it'd be too easy. In the discernment, we're practicing discernment, we're building discernment in this like smorgasbord. What a word, eh? Where did that come from? Of like infinite choice of what's available, and all of these distractions. We're really honing in on our discernment of who we are and who we're not, of what we do desire and what we don't. And without all of the distractions, we wouldn't be able to do that. So it's all a blessing. It's all as it's meant to be. So knowing that and just allowing it to be as it is. Change the script. Rewrite the story. Change the narrative. Small adjustments. And this was coming through on the beach actually a few weeks ago. Like, never underestimate the power of a really small, subtle shift, a small opening, a willingness to do a tiny little thing different in the now moment. You continue to do that. It has a really huge, like in the trajectory of life, creates a really big difference for your life. So it's almost like the willingness is the magic. And what's coming through now is that mindset of, you know, when we don't feel, you know, I was listening to something earlier and it was like the devil loves people depressed, right? And it's so true, because within that state, there's so many different layers of negative consciousness that keeps us from knowing the truth of who we are. And one of those is the hopelessness. It's like, what's the point in doing that? And I know when I felt depressed myself in the past, it's like one of my favourite sayings in that state is, I can't be bothered. Like, I can't be bothered. What's the point? But within that, it's like we lose the will to do something differently. We lose the will, and your will is everything. Your will is your magician energy. Without the human will, it's only a part of the equation. The will is strength. It's the strength of your will, the power of your will, which enacts a change, right? And it's also the willpower that is the magnetic force as well. So taking a breath and just calling that back in any given moment, it is available. It's available. The same as it's available to do nothing, but even doing nothing is an action in itself. Inaction is an action. It's a choice. So this is a reminder that you are that choice. You have that choice, and that is always available to you. And it's your responsibility to do that for yourself. It's nobody else's responsibility. People can support us. They can do nice things for us. They can help us to feel better if we're not feeling good. And human support, that's humanity, empathy, compassion. It's a really beautiful and wonderful thing. And that's what we're all here for. That's part of the joy of life, is to be able to help another to feel better, right? And to do that for each other. But that's a gift. It's not an expectation. It's not an obligation. And it's not somebody else's responsibility. Having the ability to respond to self is actually an honor. It's not a burden. And that's another symptom of depression. I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered to feed myself. I can't be bothered to go outside. I can't be bothered to do anything that's going to make me feel better. I'm just going to sit here and wallow in this feeling. It's a very dark mother kind of energy, to be honest. The only person that can change that is ourselves in that moment. Nothing's coming in from outside. And just in the reading, as I listened to earlier, that's exactly where the devil wants you. So whatever is coming over, whatever block, resistance, pain on whatever level, mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, it's all by design, and it's all a tool for growth. And it's just building your capacity, it's building your discernment, it's building your strength, it's building your resilience as well for what is to come. Because you're a warrior. And you came here for a reason. 144. Don't just get to drop in with everything intact. We've got to claim it back. We've got to know what it is by what it isn't. The contrast is a blessing. It's a gift. You can feel it, but don't get stuck there. You don't need to. Observe it, honour it, and then do something to make yourself feel better, just to shift. You don't have to jump from depression to joy in one. Don't have to jump, the Grand Canyon in one move. Just slightly shifting into a higher feeling thought, just one at a time, one gentle move. Just that tiny little move in the moment can have a huge, huge difference. Knowing that you're not only worthy and deserving, everybody is worthy and deserving. It's almost irrelevant now for us to be this kind of feeling of like, do I deserve it? Am I worthy? Of course you're fucking worthy. Everybody, every human is deserving of basic, fundamental wellness, happiness, joy, expansion, abundance, creativity, beauty. It's available for all. Look around at the example of the earth, of nature. It's innately beautiful, creative and abundant. It's all available all the time, and it's all a choice. So it's really, moreover, it's like a perception of identity, true identity, as an expression, an extension of God's source. We're innately worthy in that way. So I guess this is a reminder of that today. And a little check-in as to what words you speak over your experience. Even in the deepest pain, reframe it. Check the words you are spelling over your life, because you're literally recreating the energy, the frequency. And if the words are negative, hopeless, and have a frequency of that hopelessness, change it up. Rewrite it. Know that where you focus your attention is where you are giving energy to and what you are recreating. And that can be adjusted. There's no judgment in this. There's no, oh my God, I'm doing it wrong, or you know, it must make me a bad person, I'm so negative. No, there's no judgment in any of this, and there should be no judgment within you, dear ones. We've really got to lay down the self-flagellation, the self-punishment is so dead, it's so inorganic, it's so old. That's an instrument of the devil as well. Just observe, acknowledge, notice what is. Take a breath and change it. Is that the experience I want to create? If it isn't, change it up. Rewrite the script, because it's your script for your experience of your life. This beautiful life that we get to live. So I'm sending you so much love. Until next time.